Hi. For those who are new to the channel, I'm Baz. I work at Filleting Knife Sharpening, which is my little sharpery, and the channel's called iSharpen. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Hit the like button and subscribe. Now today, I'm going to sharpen a beautiful, super flexible Shun knife. It's the DM0761 model. You can look that up. And preparing it for sale. Now I don't know if you can see that, but it seems to have a little bit of a hook. So I'm going to straighten it out on the sander. I don't know if you can see that. Seems to go down a bit, and I don't think it's super straight, so I'm going to just continue that bevel up and finish that off nicely. So if you like that sort of stuff, hang around and you can watch. Let's head over to the sander. Oh, before we do that, why don't we test it a little bit and see how sharp it is at the beginning. Also, you can see that it's got a bit of a bevel right on the back, but almost nothing on the front. Now, I don't know if that's by design or what, but I'm going to give it a double bevel. Probably a very sharp one at maybe 12 degrees, so that this can be ready for any filleting task. Beautiful knife. I don't want to sell it. I hate selling all my knives. I want to keep them all. But come down here and have a look at this initial score. Slow push. 209. So that definitely needs work. Let's just see how it cuts. What does a 209 slice like? Yeah, it can do something. Let's try it on some cigarette paper. I'm sure this will fail, but oh, it still goes through, but it's noisy and catchy. And I'm guessing that it goes through because it's so thin. That would have to be below 30, I'm guessing. Let's have a look. Right on the tip. Hmm. 33 maybe, 32, 30, 31. Okay, so let's head over to the sander. Mind your ears. Being so thin, it's very easy to overheat this. That looks a little bit better. That looks great. No need for anything more than that. That looks better now. All right, over to the Tormek. Now, being a flexible knife, you can't put it into the normal jig. I'll show you why. If I put it into the normal jig, the normal position, as I come down, it's going to flex. All right, we don't want that. So instead, we use what they call the long knife jig, but it's not a long knife. It's a flexible knife jig. And I put it as close to the tip as possible without going too close. And then I clamp it so that this edge runs straight on here, and I'll adjust it when I'm on the wheel. I can sort of tell, you know what I mean? So that looks pretty straight to me. Let's adjust the angle. And these old WM20s, 200s, they're fantastic because they're very fast. Set that up at about 12 degrees. Still a new wheel at 250. Maybe 245 now. And just for those who are curious, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I've done 30 knives for 5mm of wheel. So you can work that out. Now, let's adjust it. Oh, it's got to come way down. That's 12. Okay, still got a little bit of flex on the tip, so I have to be very gentle there until I'm in the clamping area. And then this area here has got the handle, it's very thick at the back, so it's not going to flex much at the back. I'll prepare the wheel. Some water going. Well, in fact, that water's a bit dirty, so I'm just going to change that. Be back in a minute. Nice. Fresh. Okay. Start off with an 80. Just need to raise that grain just a little bit. Straight into it. I'm not sure what Shun knives are made of, but I presume they're very hard steel. Possibly like VG10. So I'll just do a couple per side. have a look at it. You can see the bird developing. Yep, definitely got a burr there, but the bevel's not finished. Needs a bit of heel work. Let me show you what I see. So that looks nice. Good fully developed bevel there. Now the back's going to get fat because it gets wide at the back all of a sudden, so that's going to happen. Plus I'm tilting it up a bit, so you know, but can you see that silver strip right at the top? That's edge there, there's no burr there, so that's old edge, so I've got to get rid of that. Now we'll look at the other side. You can see it's fairly even, and that is fully developed heel, but there's no silver on this side, so it tells me that this side here needs to come down a little bit more. And the reason I start at the tip and go all the way to the heel, even though I'm working just on the heel, is because it needs to stay even. There you go, now I can feel it all the way, and that's gone. Engineering eye says this side needs to be developed a little bit more. And I've given that back a facet. Look. See? No good. So I'll have to fix that. But first I'll get this side a bit bigger. So obviously I lifted the hand or the tip a little bit too much on that last pass. And by that I mean I really dug in there a little bit too much. So I'll smooth that out now. Nope. A little bit left, but I don't think I want to dig in much more. I'll show you what I mean. I see a little bit of a facet there, but still looking good. Let's see if I can smooth that out a bit more. Nice. This side still needs a bit more. To make it perfectly even. Nice. So now smooth off the wheel. And just to remove any loose grains, I'm going to touch it with the stone. Okay. And the more you run these Japanese knives over the wheel, the smoother it gets. So this final pass should give it a nice little sheen. I'm guessing at about 11 or 1200 grit. Maybe a little bit more on this side. Done. Obviously there's a burr because we developed one quite early. Can see a little facet on the back. I'll show you. So I can capture it. See it there? Right, and that's because travelled too fast. So that's fine when you're going over here. Right, but on the back, you've got to go slow at these finer grits, otherwise you're going to miss it. You see that one's fine. That's a single facet. Just got to be a bit slower on the back heel on this side here. Now you can hear how smooth that wheel is. Okay. Hopefully that got it. Yep. except for a little tiny bit at the back, which I'm not going to worry about. See that lot of little tiny facet right at the back? That doesn't matter because the edge is all got the edge. You can see the burr there is a little silvery line right at the top. So now let's hone. Where's Chili? There he is. Hello, Chili. Very good. Now this is going to require very light honing because it's a very delicate knife. So I'm going to let the green do most of the work, not going to be that much pressing. So the burr is on the top, so I'm going to polish the back of the burr. So I'm pressing quite lightly, as you can see with my fingers there. Just enough to hold the knife on the wheel. And with such a tiny little bevel, I'm not going to be able to feel the grip very much to know that I'm on the bevel, but it makes noises. So here it is probably on the bevel, and here it is up on the apex. I don't know if you can hear that. You can see by the accumulation of the wax that that is a bevel, that I was on the bevel. If I wasn't on the bevel and I was on the apex, that wax would be right up on the edge behind the apex. See, like that? That was apex there. So bevel, bevel, apex, bevel, bevel. So now I'm on the burr side. Gentle on that tip. Well, I can feel a fair bit of grip, so I know I'm on the bevel. And I'm going to lift it up on the apex on purpose, just to clear off any old burr that's there. Lightly. And then this one on the apex. Oh, just saw a little piece of burr come off. And see how the wax is now right up behind the apex, because I'm sort of scraping along that top edge, right? Here you can see that's bevel, a little bit of scraping. Actually, that was all apex. You can see where the wax is placed. All right, let's clean that up and head to the bench. Oh, fingernail test. Buttery smooth. We'll run some tests off the wheel because not everyone's got a kangaroo strop. So just out of curiosity, we'll see how that ended up. First, we'll do a paper test. do with a bit more refinement, I think, but it still works. It pushes through. So I'm curious now what sort of best score that can get. So grab a clip. .95, beautiful. So that's definitely good enough to deliver, but I want to see if I can improve that. In fact, let's just do another one to make sure that that's accurate. .96, perfect. So I think let's give these kangaroo strops a bit of a test and see if they make a difference. So 10 stripes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've already lost count. That's probably 5 or so. Now technically I'm supposed to be going straight, alright, because you always hone in a strop in the direction of the grind. So if you're on a wheel, on a stone, and you're grinding like this, then you should hone like that as well to match the grooves. You're not trying to make new grooves, you're trying to clean out the old ones. So I suppose I should do that. It doesn't matter if you go over, it's just that the tests that Dr. Vadim did suggested that there's not much difference between 10 and 20. Okay, I think that's enough. Maybe a few little passes on this. Light. First we'll try a real world physical test, see if that's improved. It should glide through now. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Actually, I'll grab that edge. Look how clean and straight that was. That's a very nice, that's going to be sharper for sure. For sure. $79. 83. Do one more. $77. So yeah, that's very, very sharp. Pretty happy with that. Come up really nice. Thanks for watching. See you next time.